Dana, you mentioned the importance of education and all of that, but clearly this is going to be a long-term issue, something that we need to work hard on. What do you reckon are the first steps, both from the way the media can improve these relationships, and what can faith-based communities do as well to bring this closer, bring the two communities together?
Well, I've spent decades sitting on committees, so you ask me, what are you going to do? Let's put a committee together. You know, you could have each news organisation could have its religious reference group and talk to them once a month about an issue. Or, you know, there'd be different ways of doing it, but appointing people with expertise, making a point of contacting religious representatives for any topic that touches on an issue. And I guess the answer is always greater engagement. And education is difficult, but, you know, we could be running seminars on you know, the history of different religions, and, you know, I mean, there's different ways of bringing people's awareness up, but I don't think you can really go past the diversity in the newsroom as a really important structural step.
I really love the idea of a committee. I think that would be just really easy to kind of tap into, you know, the religious group that you need to speak to, but also I found that there are the same voices within the media. You know, journalists tend to just kind of go to the same Muslim or the same, or how would I say, the same, you know, the same spokesperson for a religion, whereas there are very different opinions and, I guess, stages of being religious, like on a spectrum. So sometimes it comes down to just speaking to average people within that religion, but also ensuring that the person is media trained, because a lot of the time people don't know what they're getting themselves into or what exactly is the role of a journalist.
In my world, a committee is where you go to bury things. But the idea is good, and the idea of education is good too. But what I should have said earlier about journalism is what really separates a good journalist often is the quality of the sources. You can't know everything. You just can't. All the stories I had to cover, there were many, many times where I just had to really try to find somebody who was authoritative and balanced, and that might take, you know, talking to several people. But the fact is, I'm not going to get a PhD in, you know, ancient Eastern religions or whatever. But there are people who do, who are very knowledgeable and very articulate. And the secret is to find them and to use them.